Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aisha and you're watching Samaa News. Here are today's headlines. US President Donald Trump has urged Iran to get smart soon and sign a deal, following days of deadlock in efforts to end the conflict and a media report that the US would extend its blockade of Iran's ports. In a post on Truth Social, Trump said Iran couldn't get its act together. He said they don't know how to sign a non-nuclear deal without explaining what such a deal would entail. Iran wants some kind of US acknowledgement of its right to enrich uranium for what it says are peaceful civilian purposes. US President Donald Trump has instructed aides to prepare for an extended blockade of Iran as stalled talks leave the future of the Strait of Hormuz uncertain. According to US officials cited by the Wall Street Journal, in recent meetings, including a Monday discussion in the Situation Room with top security officials, Trump chose to continue preventing shipping to and from Iranian ports. Officials said the president assessed that maintaining the blockade carried less risk than his other options, resuming bombing or walking away from the conflict altogether. The blockade is being used as a high-risk attempt to force Tehran into nuclear concessions it has long resisted. Meanwhile, Trump's approval rating have sank to the lowest level of his current term, as Americans increasingly sour on his handling of the cost of living and an unpopular war with Iran. A new Reuters Ipsos poll, completed on Monday, showed 34% of Americans approve of Trump's performance in the White House, down from 36% in a prior Reuters/Ipsos survey, which was conducted from April 15th to 20th. Trump's popularity has taken a beating since the US and Israel launched a war against Iran on February 28 that has led to a surge in gasoline prices. Only 22% of poll respondents approved of Trump's performance on the cost of living, down from 25% in the prior poll. US intelligence agencies are studying how Iran would respond if President Donald Trump were to declare a unilateral victory in the two-month-old war. Two US officials and a person familiar with the matter said the goal is to understand the implications of Trump potentially pulling back from a conflict that some officials and advisors worry could contribute to deep Republican losses at the midterm elections later this year. White House spokeswoman Anna Kelly said the US is still engaging with the Iranians on negotiations and would not be rushed into making a bad deal. Britain's King Charles has told the US Congress that the United Kingdom and the United States must remain staunch allies in a more uncertain and dangerous world, even as deep divisions over the war with Iran have strained relations between the two longtime partners. Speaking during a rare joint meeting of the Senate and House of Representatives, Charles called for unity in defending democracy, supporting Ukraine, strengthening NATO, and resisting isolationism. He told US lawmakers that, whatever differences and disagreements they may have, they stand united in their commitment to uphold democracy and protect their people from harm. The speech was repeatedly interrupted by applause, with around 12 standing ovations during the address. US President Donald Trump has said that Britain's King Charles III shared his view that Iran should not be allowed to acquire a nuclear weapon, raising the sensitive issue of the Middle East conflict during a White House state dinner for the visiting monarch. Speaking at the dinner honouring King Charles and Queen Camilla, Trump said his administration was engaged in a little Middle East work and claimed the situation was going well. He said they had militarily defeated that particular opponent and were never going to let that opponent ever have a nuclear weapon. In his own remarks after Trump, King Charles did not mention Iran, the Iran war, or Trump's claim about his views. President Donald Trump welcomed King Charles and Queen Camilla to the White House, praising what he called the special relationship between the United States and Britain. Trump hailed the shared history, values, and wartime alliances between the two nations, while calling King Charles an elegant man and remembering Queen Elizabeth as an incredible woman. Talking to reporters after the Oval Office meeting with the King, Trump said Americans have had no closer friends than the British in centuries. That's all for now. For more updates, visit www.samaa.tv. Thank you for watching Samaa News.